Hello students, my name is Atulya Kumar, Assistant Professor BBD ITM Lucknow. So in this lecture series we are studying about introduction to solid mechanics. In today's lecture we will study about reactions at supports of a beam. So today's lecture content of today's lectures is reactions at support of beam and calculation of reactions. Okay. So first let us discuss what is beam. As in previous class, in our previous class we have discussed that beam is a structural member used to support loads applied at various points along its length of beam, but the condition of application of load on a beam is that load must be applied perpendicular to the along its length, perpendicular to its length. Such type of member is said to be beam. Beams are basically a horizontal member in a structural component. Okay. Beams are classified on the basis of support they are support. On the different types of support condition, we can easily classify the beam. Like we have discussed that types of beam are simply supported, fixed beam, continuous beam, cantilever beam, overhanging beam on different types of support. But now we will briefly discuss about types of support. What are the types of support in different types of support conditions? The first type of support that we are going to study is simple support, or also it is also known as hinge support. Simple support or also known as hinge support. Now what does it mean? And what is the reaction? What do you mean by reaction of beam? So let us take an example. So suppose that this is a kind of support we are acting. This is a kind of support and this is the beam. This is the kind of support and this is the beam. So to hold this beam, this support is applying some kind of force on the surface of the beam. On the surface, like this, my two fingers are the kind of support, pinch support. Okay, let us call it pinch support. So my two fingers, and this is a type of beam. So we are, if my finger have to hold this pin, my finger must act some force on the surface of this pen so that the pen remain on its position. So pen remain at its position. So basically my two fingers are applying a kind of force. This applied force on the surface of a beam is known as reaction, and this reaction is developed from Newton's third law, that is every action has equal and opposite reaction. Because let us see, so this is a example of a simple support. Simple support is this. We have placed a beam has some kind of load, some kind of self weight. So the beam is applying this reaction to this support. According to the Newton's third law, every action has equal and opposite reaction. So this is the reaction, this is the action. So for this action there must be some reaction, and this is the reaction. Hence known as reaction. So what is simple support? If the one end of beam resists in a fixed support, the support is known as simple support. If the support is known as simple support, the reaction of simple support is always perpendicular to the surface of support. Surface of support के perpendicular में इसका reaction होता है. Beam is free to slide and rotate at simple support. Beam is free to slide means that there is no restriction along horizontal. So beam is free to slide. If we apply, because there is no reaction along horizontal, so if we apply some horizontal kind of force, this beam will slide. Or if we apply some kind of moment, beam will easily get rotated. So there is no reaction or resistance against, sliding or rotation of a beam. Okay. Now second type of beam is roller support. Second type of support is roller support. So what is roller support? Roller support is a type of support in which the reaction force develop only against the vertical applied force. Only the reaction force is developed only against the vertical applied force, or perpendicular to the surface of roller. So this is a roller support. In this roller support, if we apply some kind of horizontal force, this beam will easily slide toward my right side, if we apply some horizontal force. But but if we applied the vertical force, if we applied vertical force on this beam, if we applied vertical force on this beam resist deflection toward downward side, because of the reaction developed, okay. Next type of support is hinge support. Now, what is hinge support? Hinge support is at the hinge support, beam does not move either along or normal to the axis, It means at hinge support there is a two kind of reaction force. There are two kinds of one, because reaction force developed because we are resisting our beam to move toward along its axis or in perpendicular to its axis, either horizontally or vertically. We are resisting our beam to move. Such type of support is known as hinge support. The perfect example of hinge support is our door, because we know that we can swing the door in and out, but we cannot slide the door. Now, slider gates are available, but I am talking about traditional door. So, we cannot slide the door toward our left or right side, okay, until we are providing some roller at the bottom panel of the door. But in traditional door, we can only swing in and out to open and close, open and shut the door, or neither we can move door up and down. We can neither move, because there is no slider over there, provision there in a traditional door. So, the door is a perfect example of a hinge support, because there is resistance along horizontal movement, or there is resistance along vertical movement. So, hinge support is door is the perfect example of a hinge support, okay. Next type of support is fixed support. At name suggests itself, fixed support. What do you mean by fixed support? Fixed support means that there is restriction against every movement. Along vertical movement there is restriction, horizontal movement restriction, bending moment there is restriction. So, fixed support is the such type of support in which there is restriction among every kind of movement, either it is horizontal, vertical, axial, normal or moment. There is every kind of restriction. This means there is every kind of reaction developed, such as there is also horizontal reaction, also vertical reaction, and also moment reaction. Okay. So, we have discussed first type of support is simple support. In simple support, beam can only resist along normal to the axis of the beam. It can freely slide along the axis of beam. Next type of support is same as simple support, that is roller support. We can only apply vertical reaction or normal to the axis of beam, but we cannot apply reaction toward along the axis of the beam. Third type of support is hinge support. In hinge support, there is resistance along normal and along the axis of the beam. Fourth type of support is fixed support. In the fixed support, there is resistance along every movement, such as there is resistance along vertical movement, horizontal movement or bending moment. Okay. So, now let us take the example that how can we calculate the support reaction, how can we calculate support reaction. So, this is the basic example. So, this is our simply supported beam, one part of beam is hinge. This is the diagram of hinge support, symbol of hinge support. This is hinge support and this is roller support. So, first step for calculating is to draw a free body diagram. What does it mean, free body diagram? Free body diagram means that we have just to show the load and reaction developed in a beam. So, this is the free body diagram. Okay. This is free body diagram. In free body diagram, we are saying that at hinge support, there is two type of reaction. One is horizontal reaction, one is vertical reaction. So, this is the horizontal, name as RAX. This is vertical reaction known as RAY. Okay. And this is roller support. At roller support, there is only one kind of reaction, that is vertical reaction or reaction normal to the axis of beam, and we are representing or saying it as RBY. Now before calculating or before solving this example, let us discuss about one simple topic. about determinate and indeterminate structure, determinate and indeterminate structure, because this topic is mainly discussed in structure analysis subject, but here is some slight light introduction about this topic. I want to give introduction about this determinate and indeterminate. Indeterminate. So, what do you mean by determinate structure? The determinate structures are those structures in which unknown forces are calculated only using the help of equilibrium equation, only using the help of equilibrium equation. That such type of reaction structure is said to be determinate structure. Okay. Indeterminate structure is just vice versa, the structure in which the reaction forces cannot be calculated only using the help of equilibrium equation. Such type of structure is said to be indeterminate structure. So, what are the equilibrium equation? Equilibrium equation for a 2D structure is basically 3. One is summation of fx equal to 0, summation of fy equal to 0, and summation of moment along z axis equal to 0. Summation of fx equal to 0, it means summation of all the forces to maintain the equilibrium of a body, summation of all the forces along the horizontal direction is equal to 0. Summation of fy equal to 0 means summation to maintain the equilibrium of a body, summation of all the vertical forces acting on a body is equal to 0. Moment, summation of moment equal to 0 means to maintain the equilibrium of a body, this total moment or net moment acting on a body along the plane perpendicular to the surface, along the plane, for this surface, this plane, this is the z plane perpendicular to the surface plane or coming out of the plane, moment is equal to 0, moment is equal to 0. So, this is the basically three types of equilibrium equation for 2D body. So, we know that determinate structure. So how can we know that this structure is determinate or indeterminate? How can we know this structure is determinate or indeterminate? So, to find the structure to be determinate, number of unknown, R is number of unknown minus 3, it should be equal to 0. R is number of unknown reaction, 3 is number of equilibrium equation, this value should be equal to 0. So where can we justify this equation, this structure as a determinate structure? Let us see. So, number of unknown reaction is RAX, RBY and RBY, the number of unknown R equal to 3. 2D structure, number of equilibrium condition is equal to, number of equilibrium equation is equal to, number of equilibrium equation is 3, 3 minus 3 equal to 0. It means this structure is determinate structure. We can calculate this reactions forces using simple equilibrium equation, So, let us proceed further. Okay. So, summation of first condition is summation of fx equal to 0, summation of fx equal to 0. So, summation of fx equal to 0 means the net force along the horizontal direction is equal to 0. So, what are the force acting in horizontal direction? So, as we are saying in the beam that there is only one reaction forces acting, or there is only one force acting along horizontal direction of the beam or along the axis of the beam, that is Rax. There is no other force, it means Rax value should be equal to 0 for equilibrium. For equilibrium condition, Rax value is equal to 0. Okay, done. Now, next condition is summation of Fy equal to 0, summation of Fy equal to 0. So, before starting this, let us assume that vertical force upward side, upward is positive, we are assuming upward is positive for reaction and downward is negative, upward is positive and downward is negative. So, what are the vertical forces acting on this beam? For vertical forces are Ray plus Rby minus, because we are taking upward forces, upward direction force equal to positive Ray plus Rby, and now this is downward forces, it means minus 20, minus 40, and it should be equal to 0. It means Ray plus Rby equal to 60. Now, this is one equation. Now, next equation is summation of moment along the plane perpendicular, along the direction perpendicular to the plane. So, we are talking about this plane coming outside. Okay. So, summation moment of about we are now where to take moment equal to 0 at which support. So, at support A or support B. Here we have liberty to take the moment at any of the support, because both of the support are the far end support, and both at the both support there is no restriction. There is no restriction for moment are freely available. So, we can take the support. So, basically we are taking the support at moment at A equal to 0, summation of moment at A equal to 0, or let us take the summation of moment at B equal to 0, summation of moment at B equal to 0, okay. Summation of moment at B equal to 0, we are taking summation of moment at B equal to 0, okay. So, how can we write moment equation, how can we write moment, okay. So, at B equal to 0, so we are taking about all the forces which can cause moment at B, we are taking all the forces which can cause moment at B. So, at B which forces are applying moment, the first forces is R A Y, this is upward positive R A Y 2 3 4 4 3 7 plus 2 into 9 R Y into 9, and this is plus because the upward force is positive, okay. Next this can also apply moment, because moment is force into perpendicular this force, and this is the perpendicular distance, but downward force is negative into 20 into 4 into 3 4 plus 3 into 7 done, minus again 40 downward for negative 40 into 40 into 4 equal to 0. So, after solving this equation R A Y into 9 minus 20 into 7 minus 40 into 4, we are getting R A Y equal to 33.3 kilonewton. We are getting R A Y equal to 33.3 kilonewton. Now to find the value of, we have get the value of R A Y, we already calculated the value of R A X. Now to find the value of R B Y, we are substituting the value of R A Y in equation number 1. It means R B Y is calculated as 60 minus 33.3 or R B Y is calculated as 26.7 kilonewton. Now, let us take an example of an overhanging beam. So, in overhanging beam we know that one part of the beam is overhanged, it will get exceeded along more than the support distance, So, first step is to draw a free body diagram. So, we are drawing the free body diagram. One support is hinge support and other support is roller support, okay, done. One support is hinge support and other support is roller support. So, we have free body diagram. At hinge support there will be two reactions, one is horizontal reaction, other one is vertical reaction, that is RAX and RAY. At roller support we have one equation, one reaction, that is vertical reaction, that is RBY. There is one force known as UDL force, one point load acting at a distance of 2 meter from the support B, Now we have to calculate the reaction at support A and support B. So, okay, now let us focus. So, first step is summation of Fx equal to 0, So, this is summation of Fx equal to 0. Summation of Fx equal to 0 means Rax equal to 0, because there is no other horizontal force acting on this body. It means Rx value is equal to 0, done. Next is summation of Fy equal to 0, It means summation of all the vertical force is equal to 0. So, what are the vertical force acting on this member? What are the vertical force? First vertical force again upward positive, downward negative. Upward force is positive, downward force is negative. So, RAY plus RBY. These are two upward forces. Now, what are the downward forces? So, this is UDL. To find the value of UDL, to find the net value of UDL, we have to just multiply the intensity with the length over which UDL is spread. Now, this is the downward force. So, this is minus what is magnitude of UDL, total load of acted by UDL is 15 intensity into length over which UDL is spread. For which length? Length is 3 meter from this distance to this distance, 15 into 3. Now, again next force is minus 20. It means RAY plus RBY equal to RAY plus RBY equal to 45 plus 20, 65 kilonewton. Now, let us say this is equation number 1. Next step is to calculate or take the moment at any of the support equal to 0, but here we don't have liberty to take the moment at any of support equal to 0, because one of the support is inside the beam length, due to which due to this moment there, due to this load 20 kilonewton, there will be a moment acted at the support, because this is also the force into perpendicular distance. Due to this, there will be a permanent moment developing. So, we do not have liberty to take the support moment at this support equal to 0. So, we have to take only the moment at this support equal to 0, hence take the moment at A equal to summation of moment at A equal to 0. We have done summation of moment at A equal to 0. Now we have to calculate the amount of moment acting on this body. So, again this is minus 15, this is minus 15. So, moment minus 15, because downward force is negative, minus 15. Now we can convert this UDL to a single point load. How can we convert this UDL to single point load? So what is the net magnitude of this UDL? What is the net magnitude of this UDL? So, this net magnitude of this UDL is 15 into 3, 45. And what is the location of this magnitude, acting magnitude? So, this will be half of this distance, 3 by 2, that is 1.5. This is 4 meter. So, if we have to find the bending, if we have to find our moment acting on this body, so we can write at 15 into 3, we can write 15 into 3, because we are converting this UDL to a point load. So, 15 into 3, and what is the distance? What is distance? So, distance is 4 plus 1.5, because 1.5 is the CG of this body, because this is a kind of rectangle, look like rectangle CG is half of the distance, half of the length. So, half 3 meter, half it means 1.5. So, 4 plus 1.5, so 4 plus 1.5, okay, 4 plus 1.5. Next will be the moment due to this reaction, this is positive, plus RBY into 4 into 7, RBY 4 plus 3 7, minus 20 into 4 plus 3 7 plus 2 9 equal to 0. From this we will calculate the RBY value, and RBY is coming out as 61.07 kilonewton, okay. Now, to find the value of RAY, to find the value, substitute this value in equation number 1, and we will get the value of RAY as 3.93 kilonewton, okay. Now, let us take one another example. This is the example of a cantilever beam, but there are different type of loading condition. In this example, we are taking about a UVL, a inclined load, and a permanent moment, applied moment, okay. So, first we have to draw free body diagram, but since support is only one kind of support acting on this body, so this is fixed support. The fixed support have the 3 types of reaction, that is RA, Y, RAX and bending moment, okay. If there is applied moment, we have to resolve this value along 2 direction, 20 kilonewton, and one along this direction. So, this is now basically, if we find the value of this theta, so this theta is coming out as, this theta can be calculated as tan theta equal to or let us do one thing. So, this is the triangle, this is 3, 4 and hypotenuse will be 5, okay. So, to find the value of cos theta, because if we resolve this equation, so this will be 20 cos of theta, this theta, and this will be 20 sin of theta. So, from this triangle, sin theta will be equal to 3 by 5, and cos theta will be equal to 4 by 5. So, this will be equal to 20 into cos theta 4 by 5, and this will be equal to 20 into 3 by 5. It means this will be 12 kilonewton, and this will be equal to 16 kilonewton, okay. This will be 12 and this will be 16 kilonewton, okay. Now next first step is summation of Fx equal to 0, but here we are saying that summation of Fx minus Rx or minus 20. Suppose taking this support at, hence we are finding this support at same what is this magnitude that is 16 kilonewton. Okay. Now next point is summation of all the vertical forces, summation of all the vertical forces. What are the vertical forces? First vertical force is reaction RAY, upward positive, downward negative, upward positive, downward negative, RAY, okay, RAY minus this is UVL, triangular load. To find the intensity of load, we have to just find the area enclosed inside this loading diagram. So area enclosed this loading diagram equal to 1 by 2 into 5 into 2, 1 by 2 into 5 into 2 equal to 5 kilonewton, okay. This is the amplitude, okay. So 5 kilonewton minus what are vertical loads? 12, minus 12. So RAY equal to minus 5 minus 12 equal to minus 15, yani it means RAY equal to 17 kilonewton. Now we have to find moment at A equal to 0, moment at A equal to 0, okay. To find the moment at A equal to 0, this one is minus MA plus, we have to find the moment, so this is the load for this UVL, and load is acting at this distance, this distance is equal to 2 by 3 into 2 meter, 2 by 3 into 2 meter. So this will be this value plus 20 plus this value, 12 into this distance, 12 into 4 plus 15, already the moment is there 15. So net moment is coming out as 63.63 kilonewton. So this basically, these are the three reaction we are calculated: RAX 16 minus 16, RAY 17, and MA equal to 66.3 kilonewton. Okay, thank you.